Hey, what's up, guys? So I've got kind of an interesting email here that I'm going to read. I'm here in Spain, in Barcelona right now, just in the place I'm staying at instead of outside because it's kind of hot and I want to be able to read off my laptop here. But this is a long email. It's about mental illness. And I just want to warn you ahead of time. But I think there's a big benefit to this. So I'm going to read this whole thing just so you can kind of get someone's perspective. It's kind of an inspiring story. And I'm going to give an answer to this. Some of you aren't going to like so much. I'll tell you that right now. But that's okay. I don't do this channel. I don't create these videos so that you'll like what I'm saying. I do it because it is genuine and because it is what I believe is going to be the most helpful. I'm not going to read any names here, but he says, "Hey John, I have a question to ask. I've been watching your channel for some time now, so I think this topic falls into the ones you cover or covered. About me, I'm 33. I'm still living with my parents, well, just my mother really. I'm 6'6" with good physique and shape, and I suffer from schizophrenia. The reason I'm still living at home is, well, to save some money to finally move out and because of my mental condition. This really sucks, but I'm still going to work every day, 3-hour commute, holding the line while trying to figure out what my next move should be besides moving out." You can check out my video on holding the line to hear what he's talking about there. I've got a video on that. It'll be in the description as well. "I've lived on my own more or less since 18 till 24, then from 25 to 26, and that's where my condition really kicked in. Up until that point, I didn't know I have it. Well, I felt something was a bit weird. Like I had no friends, no girlfriend, and it was really hard to motivate myself to do anything. I mean, really hard. This is a lot of people's condition. Doesn't mean there's not something wrong with you. Doesn't mean there's not something wrong with him, but I just want to say that this is kind of the default condition. At 26, I was hospitalized for almost a year and diagnosed with the disease. I couldn't sleep for 3 years, literally. When I was finally feeling better, I stopped taking the medication, and there I was close to 29, jobless, hopeless, living at home. I already had a degree in economics from 18 to 24. I was at university, but I couldn't really find a job that would fit me or my condition. The doctors at the psychiatric ward were actually appalled that I was even able to finish 1 degree in my condition. Well, no big deal, I just grind." At 29, after a really deep week of self-reflection, I decided that development would fit me in the long and short term, so I got a job as a business analyst since I had no money, and I also enrolled in a night school university for computer science, which was a lot harder than my original degree. The university, the 3-hour commute, I stayed at home to save money, and the gym and the studying, that has been my life for 3.5 years. I managed to pull it off. In the last year, I quit my job to focus on finishing my degree and to take some time off since I felt it was getting too much. And now, I work at one of the biggest IoT companies in the world as a software engineer at 33. I make money, but not nearly enough for my age. If I were to live alone, it would be just enough to pay everything, gym included. I think I got pretty far in life, sure. If you look at the face value of it, it's almost standard, just another guy with a degree working for a big company. Still, it got me thinking, if I could achieve this, can I go even further, or am I being delusional? Where is my limit? Should I pursue other goals, getting a girlfriend, becoming more social, start a company, or should I accept that my condition will always limit to what I can achieve by 60 to 90%? It has so far, and I should be happy that I have what I have. So my question is, what should I focus on? I have the opportunity to study, or what I really wanted on the side while having a full-time job. Should I do that, or try getting a girlfriend, financial independence? Are these even possible for someone like me in my everlasting condition? Or will I explode/implode, collapse under the pressure sooner or later? Are people like me out there who still manage to do something meaningful? I'm reaching out to you since you meet/know a whole lot more people than I ever will, have more insight, and also have a channel is pretty good. I already missed a lot out on life, sex, relationships. On the other hand, I feel that the closer I get to 40, the less my brain will be able to learn something completely new and complex topic, physics. Sorry for the long email. I'm really interested on your take on this. Looking forward to hearing from you. Keep up the good work. Okay, so first of all, congratulations on accomplishing all these things. I believe more than anything in having a mindset and a belief system that will benefit you. It doesn't matter what other people think. It doesn't matter what other people say. It doesn't even really fucking matter what reality is. What matters more than anything else is, do you hold a belief set that is going to be beneficial to your life or detrimental to your life? If someone who, let's say they had one leg, okay, was asking me if they should pursue their athletic dreams to become an Olympic athlete, to become a sprinter, let's say, but they only have one leg, so is this even possible? Is this even worth pursuing? Am I even good enough to do this? Is it even possible for someone like me? I would say pretend like you have two legs. That would be my answer. You're not going to change that, right? And yes, you will have more difficulties than someone who has two working legs. But there have been sprinters, there have been plenty of professional athletes that have had one leg. And so that's kind of the same advice I would give here, right? So, my advice here is this. What if you just lived your life pretending like you didn't have schizophrenia? Okay, now, I don't say this in a reckless manner. I don't want you to get into trouble and not take medication if you absolutely need medication. I'm not suggesting that. I'm not a doctor. If you're constantly saying, well, I'm not sure if I can do this. I'm not sure if I can have a girlfriend. I'm not sure if I can have a regular job. I'm not sure if I can learn new things or succeed in the field because of my condition, then it's going to limit you. And yes, there might be some disappointment. Yes, it might be a harder path. It will be a harder path than most people have in life. But guess what? You're going to become stronger. Why not push yourself? Why not try and fail if you must, rather than never try? If I gave you some kind of mental illness, if I gave you some diagnosis, if you went to the doctor and he said, oh, yeah, the reason why you're like this is because of that, would that actually change your life? Would that actually matter? Would you actually get a girlfriend? Like he's saying here, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter if someone gave you an excuse to say this is why that your life is harder and why it's like this, and you should just give up and you should just accept and be happy with what you have. Now again, should this person here, should you be happy with what you have, what you've accomplished, despite this diagnosis and mental illness and the struggle that you've gone through? Of course, you should be content but hungry. You don't know what your limits are. Doctors can tell you, they can define your limits, but they can't really tell you what your actual limits are. Only you can do that. And the only way that you can do that is you can find that out by trying. Hopefully this helps some of you out there that have handicaps. You have some kind of diagnosis. Don't let other people put limits on you. Don't let other people define how high you can reach. And don't put limits on yourself. Just go for it and see what happens. It's amazing. I mean, if I listened to all the people in my life that told me that what my limits are, right? Or if I even listened to myself when I believed them, I wouldn't be where I wouldn't have accomplished half of what I accomplished, right? You can do the amazing, but you have to believe it. You have to have that mindset, and you have to go for it. And like I said, the worst that happens is that you don't make it, but at least you tried, and then you can feel good about yourself, right? Because at the end of the day, all that matters. It's not success, and I've talked about this before. It's the fight. How hard did you fight? That's what, when you look and you reflect, in your own opinion on yourself and what you accomplished, it's going to be how hard you fought. It's not going to be what actually you succeeded at, because those successes and those victories, they feel good in the moment and they feel good for a short time. But what really actually tells you who you are is how hard you fought. So fight hard. All right, that's all I got for you today. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button below. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.